This is Just Tool Basics, and today we're talking about hose clamp pliers. Hello everyone, welcome to Just Tool Basics. Today's topic is hose clamp pliers. You can call them hose pinchers, hose pinching pliers, hose pinch-off pliers, fluid line clamp pliers. It doesn't really matter what you call them. The whole point is they're pliers that are designed to temporarily compress flexible fluid lines to stop the flow of whatever is in the line, fuel, brake fluid, radiator stuff, coolant, temporarily while you work on one end of that hose so that you can disconnect it and not have whatever it contains spill all over the place. Now, obviously, this sort of thing isn't going to work on a rigid line like the metal tube part of your brake lines or your fuel lines or whatever. This is only for the rubber hose part and not one that is reinforced with metal, because when you compress it, you will kink it, and we can't have that because it won't return to its full roundness. So let's just demonstrate what I'm talking about here. So I brought in a little piece of fuel line. You can see that it is, see-through. This is nylon reinforced. You can see the little hairs of nylon that go through the rubber, and that just helps it have a little bit better durability, helps it spring back into position if it's compressed. All things that are good for long-term life of the line. If we take one of these sets of pliers, you can see that the jaws are pretty similar. These are very slightly larger than those. These are very slightly larger than those, but all of them can compress this. But in general, you want to choose the small size, only because then it's less junk in your way while you're working on things. And as you can see, as you compress the handle of the pliers, it doesn't take much pressure, it will completely squeeze off the flow. And then you can lock it into that position by moving this buckle over these ribs, and that will hold it in position, holding it compressed while you do whatever work you need to do. Normally you wouldn't compress it this close to the end. I was just doing it so you could see the compression. The idea is that you would compress it, back a bit before removing it from whatever it's attached to. That way you've stopped the flow of the fuel or whatever. And then when you remove it, you only have a little bit dribble out, so you're not making a big mess. Whereas if you needed to pull this off before applying the pinch-off pliers, then it's spilling out until you can manage to get it in place, which once it starts spilling out, now it can be slippery if it's brake fluid or whatever it is and get all over stuff. As you can see, I have two different kinds here of these hose clamp pliers. These typically come in a set. Mine came in a set. As I mentioned before, choosing the smallest one just means less stuff in the way. However, it does work if you want to use the slightly larger size. It still completely pinches it off, and it works just the same. It's just a larger thing in the way. Of course, if you have a much larger hose, like a radiator hose or something like that, this guy is not going to work. You need the big set of hose clamp pliers so that you have the capacity to squeeze off that hose. This other style, this metal style, it has the joint here has this some magic geometry that once the pressure is applied, it just stays and then is released by pressing it apart with your thumb, or like that. Self-aligning jaws, they're on swivels. You want to align the rivets with what you're squeezing, otherwise it'll make a V shape and then be an uneven application of pressure. Down here, same thing. But if you aim at the rivets, it stays relatively flat and gets the job done. Though that wasn't even a terribly good job. You want to aim at the rivets, and as you squeeze, they stay relatively aligned and pinch off the line. The advantages to this is that this applies to basically up until the largest hoses that this can accommodate. This can accommodate even smaller lines than these little guys, up to, halfway between these two. One of the disadvantages, though, is that it is metal, and so you have to be much more careful around any electrical parts, since if you were to let this drop against the positive battery terminal, you could cause it to short against something that is grounded. And so that's obviously not what you want. These plastic options are non-conductive. So there's no chance of any sort of electrical part problems. These are also much heavier. So if you're clamping off a smaller or more delicate line, having this weight hanging against it, I mean, it's not like it's 5 pounds or something, but it's, around a pound. That pressure against the line may be enough that it makes you nervous, whereas these are much, much lighter, a few ounces at the most. So there are advantages and disadvantages. That's why I have both. The other somewhat advantage is these are much sturdier. They'll last for forever. I think I had these first, and these have already showing a little bit more wear. I use them about the same amount. Of course, you always have the old school option of jamming a pencil in the end of the line to stop the flow temporarily. The problem with that, and there are several problems with that. One, as I mentioned before, the idea of this is that you clamp it off before removing it from whatever it's attached to. Can't do that if you're jamming something in the end of it, so you've already spilled some of the fluid around, which is bad. Second, obviously you wouldn't want to use a mechanical pencil, but if you use a regular pencil, those pencils tend to be painted around the outside. You don't know if that is going to be durable once it is encountering brake fluid or fuel or whatever. And so you may be melting your pencil, which bad for the pencil. Also, you're crapping up your fuel line, and what gunk are you getting in there contaminating whatever fluid goes in the line. And then, of course, when you remove the pencil, and then you're, again, spilling the fluid until you can get this thing reattached, which, in the case of fuel, is not what you want, spilling fuel everywhere. So my recommendation is at least get a set of these plastic ones. They're very cheap. They make life a lot easier when you're working with flexible lines in cars. So that's all we have for today. Until next time, this is Just Tool Basics.